Hey guys, welcome to my video. In today's video, we are gonna have 4 different makeup looks using the California Love Palette by Colourpop. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a Sigma E40 blending brush, it's probably my favorite brush, and I'm gonna put it in the shade Sequoia. I'm going to put this on my orbital bone or above my crease. It's kind of like the start of your eye socket that your eye goes in. And I'm going to blend it up towards my brow. Then I'm going to take a Luxie 213 eye shading brush in the color Highway 1. And I'm going to apply this like eyeliner right at my lashes and only on the outer half of my eye. I'm not going to go all the way into the inner corner. Then I'm just taking another brush that's fluffy and clean and I'm just blending that color out so it's a little bit more smudgy looking. Next I'm going to take my finger and the color Diego, and I'm going to pat that color directly on my eyelid. Super easy application, just lightly tap. If you have sensitive eyes, you might want to use your ring finger or your pinky instead because they're not as strong as your pointer finger, but it's completely up to your own eye sensitivity. Then I go back in with the Luxie 213 and I'm blending up the same color I used before, Highway 1, but on the outer corner and then just kind of putting it a little bit into my crease as well. So then the last thing I do, this is a La Beauty soy brush, so any blending brush with no color on it, and I'm making sure all of the edges are blended between the two shades. Then I take an e.l.f. flat liner brush and I apply Sequoia all over my bottom lash line. And then after Sequoia, I apply Highway 1, but only to the outer bottom lash line. For this next look, I'm going to start with a Morphe R39 brush, and I'm going to take the color Laguna and put it all over everything above my lid. The brush touches my eye on the outer corner so that I get the most color deposited there, and then I just blend it inward. Then I'm going to take a Sigma E30 pencil brush, and with the darker color Mission, I'm going to tap that in the shape that I want. What I'm looking for is a semicircle, kind of the shape of a rainbow. Using my Sigma E40 brush, I'm going to blend that shape out on all sides. Then I take the Sigma pencil brush again and take Mission again and try to wing it out in a diagonal so it gives my eyes a wider look to them. And again, we will keep blending with the Sigma E40, like blend the crap out of this. So then you're going to take your concealer on a small flat brush, and I used a Moda Pro brush. It's their Royal & Langnickel Moda Pro BMX 498. Really doesn't matter, just a flat brush. And you're going to stamp the concealer in the center of your semicircle, like the middle of your rainbow. And then I'm going to use my finger to tap that and blend it out a little bit. So next I'm using an SL Miss Glam W20 angled eye brush, and I'm going to apply the color Cruisin' all over the concealer in the center of my eye. And then using my favorite brush, again, the Sigma E40, I'm gonna barely tap it in the color Mission, blend that around the edges so that the lighter color and the darker color look like they're kind of merging into each other. Then using a Sigma E30 pencil brush with the color Mission, I'm going to do the outer and inner quarter of my lower lash line. And then with a La Beauty Soy angled shadow brush, I'm going to take the color Cruise in again and put that right in the middle of my eye. Then I'm using a Sephora Pro highlighter brush with nothing on it to soften those shades. And last, I take a flat shadow brush in the color Cruise in, and we use it to brighten the inner corner of my eye. This next eye look, I'm only using 2 colors the entire time. So I'm going to take the Sigma E40 brush, wouldn't you know it, in the color Gold Rush and start at my crease or orbital bone if you can't find your crease, and then work down and then up. So it's kind of blending, so it's dark in the crease and then lighter the more I go up and lighter the more I go down. You can be as messy as you want right now because we're going to clean it later. Using a La Beauty Soy flat brush, I'm going to go in the color Diego, and I'm just going to put that pretty much all over my lid. Then I'm going to take the Sigma E40, of course, with Gold Rush again, and then I'm going to tap that in the outer corner to try to make that even darker than the crease. After I've deposited all the color and I just have a little bit of color left on that brush, I can go ahead and work that in and just like blend it everywhere else. Then I'm going to take a Terre detailed brush with the color Gold Rush again to the bottom along my lash line. And then foundation on a sponge, and I clean everything up. This is why I say you could be messy, but go in an upward direction so you kind of get like that pretty upward motion on your eye that makes them look more awake. I'm going to take a Sigma E40, favorite brush, favesies, with the shade The Bay, and put that on my orbital bone or above my lid or in my crease, whatever's easier for you to find. Then with the same Sigma E40, I'm going to just not go as far up and use the color Laguna to do the same thing. And then one more time, the same Sigma E40 brush, more Laguna, and just make it a little bit darker right on the edge. Then using the same Sigma E40 brush, I'm going to take the shade Highway 1 and put that in my outer corner. So then with a new brush, the Morphe angled shadow brush, I'm taking the color Mission on the outer corner. So that's going to darken up the outer corner even more. Then I'm going to use concealer on my Moda Pro by Royal & Langnickel BMX 498 line brush. and I'm going to start to cut the crease. Take your time. I'm only doing like halfway, so it's not as big of a deal, like not as scary, but just take your time and try to follow any kind of natural line you might have there if you have one. And if you had hooded lids, you would go above that line. So next I'm taking a large Tarte brush, and I'm going to put this in the color Gnarly, and that's just to set the concealers. Then with the Luxie 217 pencil brush, I'm going to take El Capitan. This is a gorgeous glitter color, literally, I'm obsessed with it. And if you were an adult, carefully place this glitter in your inner corner in a tapping motion and work it down the line of your eye. If you are not an adult, if you are less than 18 years old, do not do this part, because you want to keep both your eyes. So just move on. Only an adult should be playing with glitter right by their eye. Then I take the Urban Decay F111 brush and I use the color Laguna first in the outer edge of my eye, and then Mission, and I'm going to do that as close to my lash line on the outside as possible, just to darken up that lash line, so Laguna is going to still be seen underneath it. And then I use foundation just to clean up any mistakes and give it an upward motion. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!